videos. My name is Zarina and I am the owner and creator of Remarkable Signings. I am a notary. I'm commissioned here in the state of Connecticut. So if this is your first time looking at one of my videos, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you are a repeat offender, welcome back. So I just wanted to bring another video to you guys. Today is, I want to say Thursday, February 18th. So if you are, in up north, you're in New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, we got snow again today. So today I actually had a signing, and that was early this morning. And so when I did go to my signing, I actually had no snow. So during the course of me going through a quick signing, it did start to snow. So for those of you out in the road, be careful. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. So I'm just grateful that I was able to do a quick signing while the roads was good. There was no snow. Now, when I did have to come back, it was very close to my house. So when I did have to come back and drop the documents off at FedEx, I actually was dealing with a little bit of, just some snow and just driving very slow and careful. So, but I'm home now. So I wanted to bring a video because I'm going through my usual paperwork and setting up goals and everything like that. And I just had to just kind of recap the week that I had and the signings that I had. And so last week I had a full day. For me, it was full. I had 3 signings and they were kind of spaced out in good enough timing. And so it worked out for me. So today's topic is pretty much like, kind of like a rant, but not a rant. So I just wanted to say, it's so many, commission notaries out here now. This is like a big wave, and some people are, new to this. Some people have actually been a commission notary for some years. They just never did any loan signing with it. They've done normal, general notary work. So I just wanted to say this. I am so fairly new, and I told you guys I would bring you on my journey, and that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing you on my journey. So the good, the bad, the fluff that goes on with it, every day ain't always what it is. It's not always a great day. You're not going to have clients that are going to be just as enthused to see you in their home. People are still on edge with going through COVID, just like there's not a lot of, notaries who are enthused and going into someone else's house. So, it's a give and take. So we all don't know what to expect when we're entering someone's home, or, they're allowing us in their home. But nonetheless, you just want to make sure you're prepared. So there is so much going on within the LSA community, and there's so much. Again, I always stress to you in my previous videos that there's a plethora of information out there. There's a lot of resources, but there's also a lot of information that may not be accurate. Stay on your path, your journey. I guess this is a video to kind of remind you, stay on your path. Stay and stick to your why you became a commissioned notary, why you became a loan signing agent. If you can stick to that and just cancel out all that extra noise, you'll be okay. You will be okay. You hear so many people, they can't fathom how some people work a 9-to-5 job and they're still doing loan signings, and they're making maybe 10K a month. Some people can't fathom that happening. Some people feel like, why do you even have a 9-to-5 job if you're making 10K a month doing this part-time? I hear a lot of the whys being, of course, the number one thing, money. And that's a great motivation. Like, who doesn't want money? Who's not motivated by some coins? But don't allow the money to be the be all end all. Because I see that people are just going to take any and everything that doesn't make sense. Some people have issues with lowballing. Here's the thing. What one may do, someone may not. It's pretty much that cut, simple, and dry. I really feel like so many people are focused on being a loan signing agent as if it's a one-size-fits-all. This shit here is not a one-size-fits-all. I'm sorry. This is a custom-made type of work that we do. Everybody's loans are customized to them based on the criteria that they fit under, that makes them eligible to be able to refinance their home, their property, to purchase, to sell. Everyone's situation is different. And so we go into these situations knowing that each signing can be different. You don't know what to expect. Every day is not going to be a point here, sign here, point here, sign here. Some days you're going to have to get on that phone and you're going to have to call your signing service. You may have to reach out to the escrow officer, the lender, whatever have you. Some signings are just not going to be able to be completed that day. It just is what it is. Some documents that you get, you think they're okay until you get to the signing and the names are incorrect, or the signers find something within the documents that's, not okay with them. You have to be open and be prepared to know that anything can happen. And so there's going to be different paperwork you've never seen that's going to come from multitude of different states. You may not be familiar with it. Not every refinance packet is going to be the same. Not every seller's packet is going to be same. You just never know. And so I get it, the anxiety, because sometimes I go through that and it's like, oh, I need the documents. I've never seen this before. What is this? Am I going to have to create a loose certificate, attach that to it? This may not be the verbiage that I'm familiar with. All of this plays a key role. And so I say that to say, sometimes that money can't be the reason why you're just getting up and doing this. You're going to work. You're going to work hard. You're going to have signings that may be on the opposite ends of the towns from where you are. You have to anticipate, hey, things may delay. I may have to contact my other signers. I may have to be a little bit late. Like, open line of communication is key. But I say all that to say, we just never know. So I had a signing today that could have took me 10 minutes to do. And I wind up, it took like 2 hours to do. And that is because sometimes the signing services are on the opposite end of the coast. And so I'm on the other end. And so our time zones are different. So even with after hours, you do have to kind of wait before you can kind of proceed, or you can only go but this far and then say, okay. So I had to take an executive decision and say, hey, let's proceed with this. I've already contacted the necessary people, and the signers had other things to do. They had conference calls to go on. And I was like, okay, let's just proceed. I'll keep the documents, and then we'll wait until if there's anything that needs to be corrected, or if things is a go, I can just proceed with dropping the documents off. Or if there's things that need to be, revised, I can always come back and we can do what we need to do. And so I had to make an executive decision to kind of see how I can alter my day. So instead of going straight home, I just kind of sat in my car, did some paperwork in my journal, to make sure everything was correct, overlooked the little minor documents that I had, and I just kept an open line of communication with my signing service and the escrow officer. It wound up working out for me well. Again, I was close to home, so the snow was picking up, and I was able to just drive carefully, drop the documents off, proceed with my receipt, and just, all is well, let the clients know everything is a go. So you have to be able to be proactive. You got to be quick to think on your feet. And, you have to know how much you can do within your parameters and know when to not step over. I am a very detailed oriented person. So for some, it may be a little bit more. To others, some people would have just left and was like, whatever. And some people may have done what I've done. It's a customized situation. You hear so many people, I'm going to do this if the money is right. Or you shouldn't have taken this document for this amount of money. The point of the matter is this. People are feeding their families. People are trying to build experience. People are taking what they're taking for their own personal situations. So what they eat don't make me shit. And what I eat don't make them shit. It's not a right or a wrong thing. It's so many different parameters and that goes into people's personal journey. So again, I'm giving you my personal journey and I'm taking you along. Sorry, I kind of, I told y'all before, I don't do the editing. I'm just giving it to you straight, no cuts, and this is just what it is. So I just feel like I kind of just get a little bit annoyed when you have people who are very demanding on there's no other way but their way. Know your why. Know your why. Stick to your why. It's loud out here in this world. People's opinions scream in every angle, in every situation. You have to know that even if you're receiving a certain type of information, the only thing you can do is either you can choose to use it or you can choose to omit it. And that's okay because your situation is your situation. There are people who like to pick up 2 or 3 signings a day. Some people will cram 7 to 10 if they could. If it works for them, let it work for them. Now, this is no means of stating about the quality of someone's work. People make mistakes. Yes, we're all new. We're all learning. Hell, there's veterans who are been in the notary game for years and they may make a mistake. Things happen. I'm not going to sit here and act like shit don't happen. It happens no matter what. You could be as so thorough as you could and then realize, oh my goodness, I missed that little initial that was right on the bottom of the page. Or, oh, I'm used to seeing them sign documents on the bottom. I didn't realize this one had a signature that needed to be done in the middle of the page or the top of the page. It happens. It happens. I can't stress enough. This is not a battle of what training program you purchase. This is whatever you did purchase. Stick to it, study it, and study it. I can't stress that enough. I think people feel like when you've gotten a couple of signings under your belt, you've got it all figured out. No, you don't. You don't have it all figured out. Things change. You can take signings from a signing service company that you've never worked with before, and the documents may be totally different. It might throw you off just a little bit. You got to get accustomed. Reality of it all is don't get so comfortable to the point where you think you know everything in these documents, because it's not the case. Also, beyond knowing the why, even though we are a third party, we're neutral, we're not biased to anything. We coming in here to help you finish off the documents and notarize the documents that's necessary, that's needed to be notarized. And so we have to have, we have to be impartial to it all. You have to understand that these are situations where people are purchasing their homes, they're refinancing their homes. It's a big deal. These people are working hard to maintain, some type of wealth building for themselves. And some people are, going through so much. We don't know. There could have been multiple setbacks for them. So I just feel like do your job, run your business with integrity, and understand that at the end of the day, we're providing a service, but it's a great service. It's an important service, and people will appreciate it at the end of the day. I can't express how much, customer service, I'm very big on that, but I also have to understand I am a neutral party, and the only thing I can do is but so much. If these documents can't be signed for whatever reason and I cannot proceed, as long as I kept an open line of communication with my the signing service that got me the signing, as long as we're clear that due to whatever situation we cannot further the signing, I've done my job. As long as I've given as much professionalism, and the outcome may not be that they were able to sign their the documents, but the reality of it all is I can control how I've tried to conduct the signing, even if we were not able to get the documents fixed, signed, because the documents needed to be fixed. If they want to put me on to the signing when the documents are corrected, that is fine. If it's within my schedule, not a problem. Most of the times I opt to make sure I can be flexible so I can come back, because once they've gotten a good rapport with me, they really don't want to start over and work with somebody else. So, those are good reasons to stay and build relationships with the signing service as well as with the clients. Also, I understand we can make really good money, and it's a plus. But people don't realize, we're not just signing documents and then we're receiving a check in our hand. Things have to close. Payments have to be dispersed. So we're waiting for our money just as well. But, ain't nobody gonna talk about that tea, will they? But I digress. Excuse me. So I just wanted to make that video so that you understand that know your why, stick to your why. It's a lot going on, and it's no walk in the park. I'm really tired of seeing people make it seem like all you have to do is sign because we're notaries, and we don't approach this in that state of mind. Yes, we are a neutral, impartial party to the signing, to the borrowers and the lenders, but we do have a job to make sure documents are signed correctly the way the lender wants them. We have a duty to make sure we are verifying that the person is who they say they are. We have a duty to make sure the documents, the IDs, and the verifications are within our state's requirements, whether it be some states will accept an expired ID, some will not. I come from a state, absolutely not. They are not accepting no expired IDs. There are so many different parameters and so many different things that go under this umbrella as a notary. And I just feel like I can't stress that enough. Before you're going to ever be a loan signing agent, to be at these tables and working with escrow officers and working with title companies and working with attorneys, you are a notary. You are a commissioned notary. And when you start jacking up things, you're going to pay for it through your notary commission. And if that notary commission is swiped from you, you are no longer an LSA. So let's be mindful that we have to come together. You have to work with quality, integrity, and you have to know some people are going to live in certain areas where signing services or things are going to cost maybe $75 to do. Maybe they can get it with they can go and barter it for $90. Who knows? It's up to the discretion between the the notary and the signing service. There's some states or some areas where it's more populated and it's, a lot of work. And so if someone comes at you for $100 and you're like, no, $125, $150, if they're willing to do so, then yes, that doesn't make you a better notary. That doesn't make you a person that's more equipped to do the job, or that doesn't make it seem that your work you do is much more quality than the person that's going to do it for $75, $90. I get it. There is a fine line between, lowballing, but there's also a situation where we can't make people feel like they can't take certain things because it's going to degrade our, our industry. Now, make no mistakes, there are a lot of signing services and things like that are popping up, and they may not be credible, and so they are, pushing, lower amounts than what would be the usual. But then you have to use your discernment, because now we have to be, as notary agents, we have to know what it entails. If it entails me to do XYZ with this amount of papers in a package, and I am notarizing XYZ, for me, it makes sense for me to not accept this job, or for me, it makes sense to take this job because I'm getting a profit out of it. So again, it's so much going on here, and I think it's crowding people to where it's feeling like everything's a one size fit all. And this industry is not a one size fit all, because you're not going to every one of your appointments to sign the same type of loan. Everyone has their own loans and own requirements and eligibility that their lenders have put for them. Underwriting has been, customized for that signer. So we have to make sure, as notary loan signing agents, that we have to go into each signing knowing this, that it's not a one size fits all packets, all seller packets, all refinance packets. They're not all going to be the same. There's going to be so many difference, there'll be similarities, but there'll be different documents. There'll be different, requirements that your signing service may be requesting of you. So I don't want to drag my videos out long. I just wanted to let you guys know, stay focused on you. Stay focused on your journey. It's okay to look at my journey and this person's journey, and you may take a little bit from it or you may not. But ultimately, at the end of the day, your commission and the choices you make on your commission is solely depends on you. The mistakes you make is what you're going to have to deal with. The mistakes I make is what I have to deal with. And so when you stick to your why, and it has to be more than money. It really does. It really has to be more than money, because money can come, and it can come with a whole lot of headaches that you actually don't want. And you just have to have solid foundation, better understanding, and you have to have your why on why you're in this, because if you don't, it's just going to be a total failure for you, because you're going to place yourself in a position that you wish you were never in. And you want to just do things with integrity, and you want to know that you are a part of someone's important process. Like, I don't care what nobody say, notary is a important type of public official position to have, and stop playing with it. So I hope you guys are out here and you're making sure you keep revamping your business and you're going in strong. Stay focused, get a mentor, get a couple of mentors. And the same way, you go hard for anything else in your life, study. Focus on your craft. Keep reviewing your trainings no matter how many times over. Learn your documents, and you'll be fine. And I'm sorry, because my battery went low, and so I had to fix it. But all the best to you guys, and I'll be back with another video. I'm going to be making a video soon on my office setup and how I do things, because right now it is a mess and I have paperwork to do. So see you guys soon. I hope you like, subscribe, and share.